Hello students, welcome to this online course of hydraulics engineering. So we have completed our first two units, that was the laminar flow, and first unit was the dimensional analysis and model analysis. Now the fluid mechanics part has been over, so now we will start the application part. First application we are going to start with this new chapter, which is open channel flow. As the name is suggesting, there will be some flow in a channel which will be open. So open channel flow. In open channel, the pressure will be, if it is open to the atmosphere, the pressure under which the flow is occurring will be atmospheric pressure. So we will be seeing how it is little bit different from the pipe flow. Up till now, whatever we have studied, it was a closed flow, like the medium in which the flow was happening, it was pipe or some plates. So it was a type of closed orientation. But now we will be seeing the open channel flow, because in irrigation or like major projects, it is not possible to construct that much like closed type of structure. In open channel flow, it is like discharge will be more, and sometimes we will get the flow through the natural stream also. So that is why open channel flow is a very important part of the civil engineering portion. So let us start. So what is open channel? An open channel may be defined as a passage in which liquid flows. Liquid is flowing with its upper surface exposed to atmosphere. So the upper surface will be, so this is, let us say, some trapezoidal channel. So this surface is open to atmosphere. Okay. So in an open channel, the flow is due to gravity. So open channel is there, we are not putting any, like if you will see the length of canals, the man-made canals, it can go up to 600 kilometers, 400 kilometers. So it is not feasible to put the pumps or the heavy machineries, because it will be very very costly. So to avoid that cost, what we are going to do, we will be taking the advantage of gravity. So the flow under which the force under which flow is occurring will be gravity force. So indirectly you can say the major number which will be governing the flow will be Froude number. So we will be checking the Froude's number, because in Froude number the flow was, it was the ratio of inertial force to gravity force. So in this analysis, wherever open channel is there, Froude number will play a very important role. So in this way you can connect the things. So the flow is due to gravity, thus the flow conditions are generally influenced by the slope of the channel. So we will be providing very small slope, and water needs very small slope to flow, so it will flow under gravity. So let us see what are the differences between what we are going to study now and whatever we have studied up till now. So we are going to study open channel flow, and we have studied pipe flow. So the cause of flow will be gravity force, as I have told you, and it will be provided by the bed slope in the form of bed slope. So the bed, if this is your ground level, so the channel will be provided like this. So small slope will be provided at the level of bed. Okay. And the pipe runs full, and the flow in general takes place at the expense of hydraulic pressure. So the pressure difference was creating the flow in the pipe. Okay, so the flow there was due to pressure gradient or the pressure difference. Geometry of the cross section, open channel may have any shape. So it can be triangular, rectangular, trapezoidal, parabolic, circular, etc. Pipes, the cross section is generally fixed, and mostly it will be circular only. Okay. Surface roughness, in open channel it varies between like wide limits. The hydraulic roughness varies with the depth of the flow. So as you will be varying the depth, the surface roughness will be increasing. Roughness coefficient varies from a low value to a very high value depending upon the material of the pipe. So in pipe, from where roughness is going to come, it is going to come by the surface, and surface is made up of some material, and material roughness will provide the friction to the flow. So it is due to material friction. Piezometric head will be Z plus Y. That means Z is datum head, Y is your water depth. So Y is depth of flow, coincide with the water surface, and here it was due to pressure, Z plus P by gamma. Gamma is the specific weight of whatever fluid it is carrying. Velocity distribution in like pipe flow, you have seen it is symmetrical, or somewhere it is like in turbulent flow also it is logarithmic but symmetrical about the central axis. But in open channel it is not symmetrical, and it is something like we are going to deal in discuss in detail. So if this is the cross section, so velocity is somewhere, it is not maximum here, it will be maximum from surface up to some small depth due to the surface current. So we will see the velocity distribution in coming lectures. So this is the difference between open channel flow and pipe flow. I hope this is clear to you. Now in like you can see with the help of diagram also. So this is your pipe flow. First figure is this is your pipe flow, and this is the open channel flow. So you can see how the things are varying. Here it is closed, here it is open. This is the top surface, this is the bottom surface. Here the slope is being provided, this is the datum. So piezometric head you can calculate. So this is the diagram for the difference between open channel and pipe flow. Now open channel flow is there, so we have to study about the channel first, then we can comment on the flow, what type of flow is there. So what are the types of channels we are having? On the basis of cross-sectional form of the channel, it may be classified as natural channel or artificial channel. Natural channel is like whatever is naturally existing in the field. So it will be natural streams are there. So those we are going to say like your river is what? It is a kind of channel only, but it is a natural channel. Streams are like channels which are made by humans, are man-made or artificial. So for like the draining purpose, sewers are there, water supply is there, sewage treatment plant is there. So for that purpose we have to construct the drains or the channels, so that are called as artificial channels. A natural channel is the one which has irregular section of varying shape. So if channel is natural, it will develop according to itself. Naturally it is developing, so there is no fixed uniformity will be not there. So depths are varying, the slopes are varying, so there are not, it is non-uniform cross section. But if we are constructing it, we will have some parameters and we will fix the values according to that. The uniformity will be maintained if the channel is artificial. An artificial channel is the one which is built artificially for carrying water for various purposes. Artificial channels have their cross section with regular geometry shape, as I have told you. The artificial channel may be further classified according to the shape of the cross section as rectangular, trapezoidal, whatever shape you want to give, depending upon the discharge. This cross section we are going to see, it will vary with the varying discharge. So if discharge is very high, so we need more cross section, so we will be providing the trapezoidal section. If discharge is less, so we can build a triangular section or a circular section. So depending upon the need, we can change the cross section of the channel. So the channel may also be classified as open channel and closed channel. The channel without any cover at the top are known as open channel, and closed channel will be closed, and it will the flow will be under some pressure. So a channel having the same shape of various sections along its length and laid on a constant bottom slope is known as prismatic channel. Otherwise the channel is non-prismatic. So this is very important. Whatever channel we are going to study in our syllabus, it is mentioned that we have to study the prismatic channel only. So prismatic channel, the cross section is not going to change along the length. Whatever, let us say this is your, so like this we have constructed our channel. Okay, so flow is happening like this. So wherever you are going at any section, if we are cutting it, it will be same trapezoidal section. So prismatic channel is very important to understand that the cross section is not going to change anywhere along the length of the channel. So in our syllabus, prismatic channel is there, so the channel cross section will be constant throughout its length. Now what are the types of flows? So type of flow you have already studied in your fluid mechanics, just I am giving you a quick recap. First can be steady flow and unsteady flow. Steady is if the flow is steady or anything is steady, that means that particular quantity is not going to change with respect to time. In steady flow, the parameters for which, due to which the flow is occurring, are not going to change due to change in time. Whatever is existing right now, it will remain after 10 hours, it will remain same after 20 hours. Whatever time duration you can check, you are free to check. The parameters are not going to change. But if flow is unsteady, so the parameters will be changing with respect to time. So flow in a channel is said to be steady if the flow characteristics at any point do not change with time. So velocity dv by dt is 0, that means the velocity is constant with respect to time. So this t is important here. Whatever is denominator, the numerator quantity is constant with respect to that quantity only. So we are not commenting upon space, only time is being checked here. Depth of the flow is going to same with respect to time, so dy by dt is also 0. However, in case of prismatic channel, the condition for steady flow may be obtained only if the depth of flow does not change with time. So if we are able to maintain dy by dt, that is y is not changing with time, so we can attain the steady flow condition. If the flow characteristics are changing, then the flow can be unsteady. Most of the open channel problem involve the study of flow under steady condition, because now you can understand because the channel which we are going to study will be prismatic channel, so there is no need to worry, the flow will be steady and uniform. Now uniform, what is uniform? Uniform is if the parameters are not going to change with respect to space. Steady means time, uniform, in uniform flow we are going to check the space. If the parameters are not going to change with respect to space, then the flow can be termed as uniform flow. Flow in a channel is said to be uniform if the depth, slope, cross section and velocity remain constant over a given length of the channel. So with respect to length, space, we are checking. A uniform flow can occur only in a prismatic channel. So that is why these flow conditions are important, because we are going to study prismatic channel, and in prismatic channel steady and uniform flow will occur. So let us see types of flow in channel. In channel, so it is continuation only. So flow in channels is termed as non-uniform or varied if the depth of flow is changing. So this we are going to see in the next chapter, when the depth will also change. So depth can change rapidly, then it will be termed as rapidly varied flow, and if the depth is changing very gradually, very small, then it will be termed as gradually varied flow. Okay, so this is rapidly varied and gradually varied flow. If the depth of flow changes abruptly, so this I have already told. So hydraulic drop or hydraulic jump is the example of rapidly varied flow. Now laminar flow and turbulent flow, same as the pipe flow you have studied. Subcritical flow, critical flow and supercritical flow. So these depends on the Froude number. Froude number was V by under root G into Y. Froude number I have already told. So if this Froude number is equal to 1, the flow is critical. So this is the important parameter, Froude number equal to 1. Then the flow is critical. If it is greater than 1, the flow is supercritical. If it is less than 1, then it is subcritical. Okay, this we will be seeing in more detail. Right now I am stopping here. So this is all for today. Thank you.